Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can I have your attention, please? I think by the end of this evening, everyone's going to remember me as the "please take your seats" girl. With that said, I'd like to wish you all a good evening. Good evening, Governor Abbott. Good evening, Mayor Mike Rawlings. Good evening, Mayor Paul Volcker. Senator Huffines, nice to have you join us. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Neil Gonaguntla, and I have the privilege of serving as the president of the U.S.-India Chamber of Commerce, Dallas-Fort Worth. On behalf of the U.S.-India Chamber Board of Directors and the Chamber team, please allow me to welcome all of you to the 16th Annual Awards Banquet. Before we commence with this evening's activities, may I ask everyone to please rise for the singing of the national anthems performed by Green Hill student Chris Shetty. Following the anthems, may I ask all of you to remain standing to observe a moment of silence for the victims of the recent events in California and the victims of the floods in Chennai and other parts of the world. Chris?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Jana Gana Mana Adinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashisha Mage Gahe Tava Jaya Gata Jana Gana Mangala Dayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He. Thank you.
May I ask you all to remain standing for a moment of silence. Please be seated. Can we please give another round of applause for Chris Shetty of the Green Hill School? As many of you know, Chennai, India has been experiencing devastating floods over the last few days, taking the lives of over 280 people and disrupting the lives of millions of individuals in one of the largest commercial cities in India. The U.S.-India Chamber of Commerce Foundation is collecting donations for Chennai flood relief. If you would like to make a contribution, please make a check payable to the USICOC Foundation and write Chennai Relief in the memo section. You may hand your check to our chamber manager, who will be collecting these at the end of the event at the registration desk. The chamber has already received commitments from companies including Transglobal Technologies. Thank you, Mr. Pandian. Now on to this evening's activities. We have several distinguished speakers who will be sharing their insightful thoughts with us on a number of topics related to the economic contributions and other contributions of the Indian diaspora, the economic development of North Texas, U.S.-India trade relations, and the future of Texas-India relations. Before we hear from our distinguished guests, I would like to ask our chairman to deliver the state of the chamber. When we speak of economic contributions of the Indian diaspora, there is no better example than the chairman of our board, Mr. Sanjeev Khanna. Mr. Khanna is the CEO of GS Dallas, a company which owns and operates several hundred successful franchises in the food, health, and hospitality industries, as well as other businesses. Mr. Khanna is a graduate of Kurukshetra University in India with a degree in mechanical engineering. He obtained his master's degree from the University of Calgary, where I might add, he recently made a sizable contribution to expand and enhance the Career Center for graduate students, as well as underwrite the scholarships for several more. And he completed his executive business education with the Harvard Business School as a student of our own Federal Reserve President, Dr. Robert Kaplan, who could not be with us tonight. Mr. Khanna gained significant experience working in the oil and gas industry in the DC area before moving to Houston and before becoming an entrepreneur. Mr. Khanna is active with several community, religious, and social organizations such as the Rotary Club. And for the past 2 years, Mr. Khanna has served as the chairman of the board of directors for the U.S.-India Chamber of Commerce. At this time, I would like to invite the chairman of our board, Mr. Sanjeev Khanna, to deliver the state of the chamber.